Give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honor to the elders, great millstone, and salutation to Ayakim on a higher than Bible teaching his work sincerely and faithfully. The title of the video, I don't know the title yet, but it's gonna be around the beast shall hate the whore. I'm gonna title it that. Because everything Joe Biden's doing, he's setting up. He's gonna set up the event of them getting betrayed. Babylon's gonna be nuked by its own allies, right? By the EU, by NATO, right? And then it's gonna be a horrific sight. It tells you that people are gonna stand far off, weeping and wailing. Thus that great city. But let's get into this article. Video of Biden saying he'd end Nord Stream resurfaces after pipeline leak. Nord Stream, if you didn't know, is a pipeline from between Russia and Germany. Video of President Joe Biden saying that he would end Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline resurface after Nord Stream 1 and 2 were damaged in what's been described as an act of sabotage. So, yeah. I'm going to play the video and then I'm going to, add on.
Inspire a global workforce to be a force of innovation and growth, and help reduce food waste and combat hunger. See how the value we bring to your business can create more value in our world. Accenture, let there be change.
If Russia invades, that means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again. Then there will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
How will you do that exactly? Since the project and control of the project is within Germany's control. We will.
I promise you, we'll be able to do it.
See that? Look at that. Guess what happened? A couple of days later, recently, I think like last week. Last week, this happened. They destroyed Nord Stream 1 and 2. And now Germany's not gonna be able to get gas into their country. And what is gas for? Gas is used for electricity. Gas is to light your stoves, heating. And what's coming is winter. Winter is coming. Right? It's going to be a dark winter. I'm going to continue on with the video.
Will you commit today to turning off and pulling the plug on Nord Stream 2? You didn't mention it. You haven't mentioned it.
As I already said, we are acting together. We are absolutely united, and we will not taking different steps. We will do the same steps, and they will be very, very hard to Russia, and they should understand.
You shouldn't be focused on Russia. I don't know why they keep bringing up Russia. Russia has nothing to do with it. Russia this, Russia that, Why not blame America, But at the end, it shall speak and not lie, authoritarian way for it, because, they're gonna have to come to a conclusion like, damn, all these problems we're having is because of this guy over here, this person. They're gonna be looking at Babylon like, yeah, man, we ain't messing with you. They're gonna stand afar off just watching Babylon. They're not gonna be hanging out. They're just, or watch from afar, because you can't trust this person, right? Person's always lying. Person's always Sabbath manipulating. That's Babylon, right? Causes wars. America's the country that blew up both towers with its own citizens in it just to go to war for. And not only that, you could have just, if Esau was smart, but the scriptures say that you shall be dismayed, O T man, right? As wisdom cut off from Edom, because if you look at it, you look at all these empires and these kings of Edom, dukes of Edom, right? Alexander the Great and all these Caesars. The thing about them were they were honest, right? If they wanted their soldiers, yes, we're gonna take this. We're gonna, they didn't have to like, all right, guys, they attacked us. We got to go fight. If you was more honest and being more real, you may have got people to motivated. You should have thought about that before you destroyed the twin towers. But he saw generation after generation. He saw it gets wickeder and dumber and dumber. Because I remember I watched Alexander the Great, the movie, and what he would do, he would explain. He wanted to expand, right? He told the soldiers, "I want to expand. I wanted to go here. I want to do this." Right? The Caesars, they did the same thing. They wanted to expand. They wanted to conquer this. They wanted to kill that. Destroy it. So if they were more, if Esau and nowadays Esau, but he's trying to be subtle. At the same time, you're gonna be figured out. Someone's gonna figure you out, right? And you're not being real, and people are gonna see that like, yeah, you're not a man of character. Esau. They're still demons, but at least they had more. They had more integrity. But Esau, he's more of a viper than he was ever before, right? They stood on their word. Edom. Well, I think they somewhat. But Esau, the Edomites now, man, blow up their own building just to cause a war. Edomites, ancient Edom, they didn't kill their own men. Say, yo, there were Israelites did this. Let's go fight them. It's like what the, you know. But Esau don't have integrity. But Fox News host Tucker Carlson suggested on Monday that Biden could be responsible for the damage to the Russian-owned pipeline, neither of which were all operational when they experienced major leaks into the Baltic Sea. Several Twitter users shared an ABC News video of Biden from February 7th, 2022, discussing Nord Stream 2 and appeared to link his previous remarks with his damage to the pipelines. Now that Nord Stream 2 has been damaged, Germany will probably have to buy more natural gas from the U.S. at five times the price, wrote commenter. So, like Esau, what Joe Biden is doing, now they can't deal with Russia, and now they got to deal with America. And America is selling their gas at 5 times the price. This is your ally. This is your This is your ally. This is part of NATO. This is EU. This is your team member. The member of your alliance group or whatever. But yet you're gonna hustle him when Russia wasn't even doing it, and they're the ones that don't even like Europe and they hate America, but they didn't even do that. Now that's showing you who the real enemy here is, all right? Author Michael Schellenberger shared the video and simply added, "could be relevant." Speaking to reporters on February 7th, Biden said if Russia invades, that means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again, there will no longer be Nord Stream 2. We'll bring an end to it, the president said. Journalists asked Biden how could he do that since Germany was in control of the project. The president replied, "I promise you we will be able to do it." Yo, I'm telling you, man, this dude, he plays dumb, man. He knows what he's doing, He walking around like a clown, though, like, But that's the, the Lord put the spirit on Joe Biden to be doing that too, to show you this is it. Of America. This is America. This is America now. Potholes everywhere. Infrastructure is terrible. The trains, people get stabbed 24/7. You got Joe Biden with dementia. There's a hurricane that took out Florida. So it's like so much is happening, right? I'm gonna get a scripture. It's Jeremiah 15:14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all you that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord. You gotta put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. That's what's happening. Germany, Britain, Spain, France, right? Poland, Dutch, Netherlands. That's a Dutch. Netherlands. All these nations are gonna turn on America. And I'm gonna get something on that. Nord Stream. So the Dutch, European energy companies, and Wintershall DEA. So basically, not only that, but look at this: Germany, Italy, and the Netherlands. These are members of both EU and NATO, are among the largest import. How the hell? Yeah, America's gonna be just. You come on, man. They survive off Russia, and you think, what do you got to offer? America just you're not needed. America was the bully who was the war machine. America was a war machine to implement the federal banks. I forgot what you call it, the Federal Reserve banks in all these countries. So to implement the New World Order. That's all America was for, was to be a war machine. To make it easier for the elite to have control over these countries. Now that they did that, what is America good for? All you've been doing now is just causing problems. Now you outdone your use, and you're just sitting there like, it's like you got, the era has come to an end. Now you're just spending your time up just doing anything, you know. Look at that. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna look at this picture. Germany pipeline gas. What is that? Who's still buying fossil fuels from Russia? Crude oil. Germany, Italy, Netherlands, Turkey, Poland, France, India, South Korea, Spain, Greece, UK, Romania, Austria, Japan, Spain, UK, Egypt, Slovakia. But you got Germany up there with the pipeline gas. So Germany is a major key in Nord Stream 2. That's actually doing. You still got the other Netherlands and Spain. But NATO is dealing with Russia still. A lot of NATO countries. America may not be on the list, but these other nations are taking these other NATO members are actually using Nord Stream 2, right? And also taking crude oil and all this gas, And now you got America, Babylon. I mean, and my spirit's telling me that Joe Biden did do it, because he confessed it before. It's like, if you don't think he did it, I don't know what to say. It just, you messing with people's money. Their citizens are gonna be freezing probably in the winter, right? They're gonna have to use a lot more money on now on coal, because you can use energy. You can charge energy by coal, but it's dirtier in a way. It's like it's unhealthy because you inhale that coal, you know. But Esau, man, Joe Biden does not know. He's just, the Lord has put the spirit on him to just do this, right? Russia owns it, the German companies, Germans in there, French is in there. So like, I'm gonna look up who benefits and who else benefits, Oh. Yeah, look, he accused the West of blowing up pipelines as Europe steps up vigilance. Russia declares an all-out energy war with leaking pipelines. Nord Stream sabotage is likely Russian blackmail. Bombing of the Nord Stream pipeline, who benefits? Why just keep... I'm trying to look at this. I'm not even pressing Silaki. My phone is not acting right. Nord Stream 2 is an underwater twin pipeline that would transport natural gas from Russia directly to Germany. Oh, okay, so that makes sense though. Like, you're dependent on the enemy. Just, if this is your enemy, why are you? So like, what America is trying to do, instead of just, hey, Germany, why don't you like stop working with Russia? No, we're not gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna blow up where you get your supply. Yo, I'm telling you know, the Lord. This is amazing. You know, living in these times. You know, successive congresses, and U.S. administration have opposed Nord Stream 2, reflecting concerns about European dependence on Russian energy and Russian aggression in Ukraine. Like, exactly. It's that's one thing America's right on. It's why are you so dependent on someone that you're supposed to be at war with on their supplies? It doesn't make sense. Like, how you gonna put sanctions on them and then need their gas? Like, you should have thought about it. Maybe this isn't a good idea, because actually, honestly, it all started with America sanctioning Russia. Then all the other NATO nations started doing it also. That's what, you know. That's why we got a picture at camp with the beast. You know, Edomite. It looked like an Edomite woman, right, with blonde hair on the beast, the dragon, right? Because America runs this. Babylon runs NATO, right? You know, whatever America does, these other NATO members do also. So, but it's dumb because look at it. This person giving you gas and oil and all this, right? And coal, you know, coal probably. But now you got one of your members sanctioning them. Now you're sitting there like, bro, what are you doing? You know, like, what the hell? No, you got to jump. It's like a Debo thing. You're gonna get involved. I'm gonna knock your ass out. You know, that's what it looks like. You know, Craig is NATO, and Debo is Babylon. You're gonna get involved. I'm gonna knock your ass out too. Make a choice. You know, like that's what it looks like. You know, because if you're gonna supply by them, why are you gonna sanction them? But you know, everybody's following after America, but it's stupid. It's really stupid, right? Because they're giving you supplies to survive, right? They're giving you gas and oil, and you're gonna sanction them. And now that you sanction them, they still giving you it, but they can use it as leverage to not give you it. You know. So all around, this is a bad idea. You know. But America's finished, man. Jeremiah 51:9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone to his own country, for her judgment reaches onto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky. So her judgment reaches onto heaven, right? Her judgment reaches onto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. That's what it is. You know? Her sins are her wickedness, America's wickedness. Everybody's gonna be leaving this country. Watch. For the draft. They're not gonna leave the draft. You know, they should leave now. Because think about it, right? So Russia started a draft, right? And now they need members from 18 to, I think, 60, 18 to 60 or 18 to 50. I could be wrong on the first, you know, the draft's happening, right? And what they're doing is people are trying to leave the country. People are trying to leave the country, you know, but now they're canceling flights. Some people did escape, but they're canceling flights now, and now people are stuck there, and they're gonna have to go to war. So now the whole world is probably looking at this like, damn, the draft just happened in Russia. You know, he just canceled flights. You know, and America has been talking about before this even happened, before this draft, because they're low on soldiers, or the shortage in the military, because since the vaccine thing happened, nobody wants to join the military. Everybody got kicked out because they didn't want to get vaccinated. So now America is low on the military, like the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, right? All these different branches of the military are low on soldiers, on people, so now what they're gonna do, Joe Biden is gonna get a draft, but before, he could just say it, there's gonna be a draft, starting a draft, and we're canceling flights. Joe Biden could say we're canceling flights. No one wonder, and everybody's probably wondering why you canceling flights and tour boat. Yeah, the draft, and he just brings up the draft the next day. Boom, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? So it's like people don't know. People think, man, you saw snaky like that, because I remember there's gonna be this. I remember like 2 years ago, I think Joe Biden said it's gonna be a dark winter, That winter left. The other winter left. There's no dark winter. This winter, this energy crisis, the gas low and gas. This could be the dark winter. You know what Esau does is he'll mention it, but he won't tell you when. He'll tell you like, yeah, probably this month. But come on now, this is Esau we're talking about. Why the hell? Why would he tell you the truth? You know what I mean? We were talking about watch out September this or December 13th. Like, yeah, I'm not saying don't be wise and not look up, but look up for, but you know, be watchful. But that given date thing is kind of frustrating. It's like, yeah, just don't even do that. But yeah, her wickedness, America's wickedness, everything that America is, and not only that, but you can see America deteriorating too, right? Look at the laws. They drag queens. They could teach kids. I don't know, a bunch of weirdos. They bring in lesbians and gays, the classrooms, teaching them it's all right if you want to wear different clothes, opposite sex clothes, opposite genders. Man, a little boy could dress up as a girl could dress up as a boy. GMOs, potholes, infrastructure of America is going down. Job shortages. Now they're talking about they're not using cash no more. We're talking about there's a flood and there's flooding right now in Florida. A lot of people died. There's crocodiles in there. Let's see sharks. Right, you got all of that happening. So now, what do you know? A lot of storms are happening, tornadoes, hurricanes, everything's happening in America. Because there's wickedness, for enslaving the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Rape, rob, murder, right? Torture, experimented on, starved out, creating pox, polio, right? It's lucky. Creating all these diseases, right? Of course, this country's finished. After all this wickedness, I'm going to get Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. How hasn't it been a golden cup? It's always been number one in the military. No one can stop America. I remember back in the 60s when Ronald Reagan was president, it was actually a video I was watching. I was learning, I was trying to understand Taiwan and China, the relationship between the two. So what America would do, because it had destroyers, you ever seen those metal ships? If you ever seen the metal ships that they had in the military, they would drive by China and Taiwan, and China would always turn back away because they didn't have the military might at the time to take Taiwan. So America would intimidate China with destroyers and made them retreat. Now the playing field is even. You can't do that no more. This thing you did like 50, 40 years ago, it ain't sliding. It ain't sliding. Try that now. They're not gonna, because now China got aircraft carriers, got destroyers, got jets, got submarines. Now the little guy, now the little guy has something for that. He has the same stuff as you have. The playing field is even, right? You've been a golden cup, been bullying, right? You dismantled the Soviet Union, the USSR. You've been bombing damn the Middle East for years. You colonized. You didn't call it. America just had embassies. Babylon. Slaki. Britain colonized. But it's over for this place. Everything was every Edomite had a picket fence, right? A white picket fence in the suburbs. They all had their own house. Probably no homeless Edomites. They all were united, right? They all trusted each other. Everybody loved them. Jake always got a perm. He trying to be like Edom. Jake had a tap dance with blackface or whatever they did. Jake had a tap, you know. Esau been living great. Yeah, he's been, the Lord made him Babylon a golden cup, for the wickedness we did in our past lives, but the Lord is starting to get tired of this place now. It's like, now you overdid it. Remember the scriptures say that I'm sore displeased with the heathen because they're at ease, but they have, but because I was only a little displeased with them, but they surely further the affliction, so these heathen, not only Esau but Moab, right? Moab race, Ishmael, Moab making cat in your restaurant down the street, right? They're at ease. They think nothing's gonna happen to them, you know. There's some Ishmael spots with flies flying around, buzzing on their food, and they give it to you. I think I've seen that in a movie before too. But these heathens, they're at ease. They think because the Lord, they really think nothing's gonna happen to them. But you got all these people believe in karma and reap what they sow, but they don't believe nothing's gonna happen to them. That's where it don't make sense for them. They don't really believe that. They think they're always gonna be on top. Nothing's gonna happen. Some say Babylon. Once America falls, who's gonna be on top of the world? It's gonna be Russia, number one, number two. They were counting nations. They had like a top 10 who ruled the world if America wasn't there. Who was in the because now you got China running on energy, so they're in a game with artificial intelligence before anybody or whatever. America's behind in artificial intelligence. America's still relying on the old ways, but they think if America is done with, right, who will be next in line? It's not gonna be none of y'all. F y'all. It's gonna be the nation of Israel, Yasharallah, right? You guys are not being in power ever. Never again. But to go down, nations have drunk enough for wine, therefore the nations are mad. The nations are mad. Germany, you think Germany's not gonna be mad? Messing with their money, messing with their peoples. You're supposed to be an ally. Now you selling the same thing Russia was selling for 5 times the price. How do you think they're gonna feel about that? And not only that, but who else? Not only did Nord Stream 2 was benefited directly to Germany, but there's other resources that Russia would give to the to Europe, like gas, oil, crude oil, coal, energy. So like there are other resources but since America put sanctions on Russia, it made it harder for the Europe to get in touch with them. Like, no, how you gonna talk to me when your friend over here? It's like, man, you ain't my friend, But so it's like, what are you gonna do? You gotta choose. You gotta pick a side. These NATO nations, they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. America. Joe Biden did say that he didn't want them relying on Russia no more. But that is smart in a way, because like, how are you gonna rely on a guy you're sanctioning? It's gonna use it as leverage against you anyways. But sabotaging, you don't gotta, you could work something out, right? With you could talk to this president of Germany or something, come up with a deal. But instead, you blow up their pipeline, Joe Biden. See, this is what I'm talking about. Esau don't have a sense of diplomacy. He just does random. He's a loose. Joe Biden's a loose cannon, You know. But Esau as a whole, especially the people in Babylon, the Edomites in Babylon, the presidents of Babylon, I'm telling you, they're loose cannons and they're unpredictable. The other Edomite nations, they're not as bad as the ones over here. It's like, man, they do whatever. George Bush will blow up his own building just to go to a war that he warns her that he lied about, just to get gold and resources, mineral. You could have just said that, tell your soldiers, try to hype them up. Yeah, we're about to go take this. Instead, oh my gosh, we got attacked. Like, don't play the victim, bro. Be a man about it. Say what you're about to do. Maybe you'll get mad people to, but Esau ain't thinking like that. Esau ain't, he's a freaking clown, especially Joe Biden, you know. But yeah. Hold on, let me get Revelation. Yeah, one more scripture. Revelation 18 and 19. And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city wherein we're made rich, right? Everybody has their hand in America. The furniture, the clothing. You think Europe's not gonna be upset? Who's gonna buy my Gucci belts? Who's gonna buy my Versace? Who's gonna buy my Ralph Lauren cologne? Who's gonna buy my polo sweaters? Right? Everything is imported from Europe. Most of the stuff you see in these Macy's, TJ Maxx, right? People really usually don't go there. Everybody orders online, but no one is not gonna, you know, who's gonna be getting these PlayStation 4s off my hand, these Xbox Ones, because most of the stuff is made in China. India making their, you got Ham selling their incense, right? Who's gonna be buying my incense? No one. Ham, no one. No more vodka. No one's gonna be buying your vodka, Russia, because you just nuked America, right? No one's gonna be buying your damn BMWs. No more BMWs. So it's like they're gonna regret it. We're made rich. All that had ships in the sea by reason of her coastlines. For 1 hour she is made desolate. Though you not see, you ever seen I remember living where I live. I had docks. There's always these huge ships with containers on them. Hundreds of containers on these ships. There's probably flat screen TVs, beds, phones, tables, chairs, power tools, like drills and what is those damn what do you call those things? Tractors, right? Spark plug, car parts, right? Xboxes, PlayStation, computers, laptops, iPads, iPhones, fans. All these people, rices, bowls of, jasmine rice. What do you think jasmine rice? Everybody likes jasmine rice, right? Avocados. You know, like there's gonna be a lot gone. And they're gonna lose a lot of money because America bought a lot off them. America bought a lot. America's the consuming nation, and when it's gone, it's gonna be like, damn, who's gonna buy my Gucci belts? There's gonna be no one to buy you Gucci belts. There's gonna be no more Ralph Lauren, whatever. No more 18-inch cube gold chains, cube link. It's just no iced out Rolexes no more. It's over. It's over. The beast. I'm gonna get one more scripture. The beast shall hate the whore. What happened? All these countries can be upset that America's gone because who's gonna buy their stuff? Their goods, their foods, their clothing, their linen, their incense, their alcohol, right? The polo jackets, the polo hats, but Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. EU, NATO, right? They're not messing with America. They're gonna get tired. They're gonna say, yeah, man, you keep messing with your bomb, you're making it hard for us to live. It's about to be winter, and what do? You bomb our pipelines. Like, why would you do that? Now we gotta buy off you by 5 times the price. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. That's what's coming. How are you gonna blow up somebody's stuff, then sell them to them 5 times the price? You would at least like, damn, that they are gonna be in need of gas too, though. That is a business strategy, strategy. But at the same time, that's your ally. Why would you do that? Why would you make you already that's your ally. You would think, damn, I blew up the pipeline. Maybe I should lower the price for them. I guess at least. Nah, Joe Biden said nah. That give him that 5 times. That 5 times. That 5 time price. The 5 time pricey price. Bro, he's a demon. Like, how you do that to your own? Like, it's just Esau. Spirit's not right in him. He's a damn. How do you? Yo, man. This is why America's gonna be destroyed all throughout. Like, it's gonna be nothing here. Like, these countries are getting tired of here, bro. I would be heated. I'm thinking. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, like, what if that, like, pay yourself, like, someone really destroyed my pipeline. Now I gotta go to them 5 times the price after they destroyed it. How you think they feel about that? Germany about to nuke this place along with the other NATO nations. You know. But with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and double honor to Elder Great Millstone, and salutation to all Yakim on the highways and byways. Sincerely, teaching to work sincerely and faithfully. Till next time, I say Shalom.